Okay, so in this video we're given the graph that we see on the screen, and in this graph we have two functions, and this first function up here is g, and the function up here is f, and the lower function is g. And so we're given that also that h is the composition of f with g, and what we really want to find is h prime at 1. So the first thing we need to think about is what is the derivative of this function going to look like, and since that function is a composite function, its derivative will require the chain rule. So we take the derivative of f at g of x and then multiply by the derivative of the inside function, multiplied by the derivative of g of x, and then we want that derivative evaluated at 1. This would be f prime at g of 1 multiplied by g prime at 1. So let's see, a couple of values I need to read from my graph. So let's first take the value of g when x is 1. So when x is 1, I'm going to go up to my graph of g, and the y value is 4. So this y value is going to be 4. So let's see, I've got f prime now evaluated at 4 multiplied by g prime at 1. So in other words, I want to get the derivative on the graph of f when x is 4 and the derivative on the graph of g when x is 1. So in other words, I want the tangent line, I want the slope of the tangent line at this point, because that's on my graph of f when x is 4. But this is just a line, so in other words, I just want the slope of that line, and so we can see the slope is going to be negative. And if I just take my rise over my run, it looks like the rise is going to be minus 4 because I go from 8 to 4, and the run is 4 because my x's go from 3 to 7. So the slope is just minus 1. The slope of this entire line is minus 1, so the slope of any tangent line would also be minus 1. And then I need to do the same thing on the graph of g when x is 1, and it's hard to tell. I haven't drawn this very well, but this guy should all be a line coming through here, kind of a crooked line. Right, but so I can read the rise on this line over the run, and it looks like my rise would be minus 1 because I go from 4 to 3, and the run is going to be 2 because my x's go from 1 to 3. So the slope there is minus 1/2, and if I multiply those two, I get positive 1/2 for the value of h prime evaluated when x is 1.